There's really three main takeaways that we want clients to come away from this year's Client Summit with, and I think each of them are reflective of the depth of the content that we've put together for this year's event. First and foremost, we want people to get a really good sense of what's coming with Rev.io PSA 2.0 in the web. This is our full rewrite of the existing Rev.io PSA, formerly TigerPaw, that we're beginning to roll out, that is a web-based software in contrast to the current desktop software. And we're going to have a very deep dive into what we put together from a customer profile, how to build a ticket, the functionality, as well as the UI UX of that system. So that's number one. Number two is going to be the probably the deepest dive into our existing systems that we've had really in the 10 years that we have had the Rev.io Client Summit. We've got several hours worth of user content on both our core billing as well as the existing PSA software. And because we have more people than we ever have at a Client Summit before, we have a lot of hands-on keyboard system users here that I think are really going to benefit from some of the depth that we'll provide, really what's new in the two systems and what are some tips and tricks to get the best use out of it. And thirdly is going to be the depth of expert content that we have at the summit this year. So we really make sure that we bring in a wide variety of experts, not just on the Rev.io team, but within our partner ecosystem that can help with important areas to our service providers. And that is everything from how to optimize your situation vis-a-vis telecom tax, to how do you have the best sales and marketing outcomes, how do you roll out a combined communications with managed service offering, and then if you're in the M&A markets, how do you best prepare yourself for either a buy or a sale. So in just a couple of days, we have a great deal of expertise that we're going to share with clients. So again, it comes down to PSA 2.0, the deep dive on the current system, and those areas of expertise. We see the Client Summit as a really important relationship builder within our entire ecosystem, and we think it's so important to have events like this if you're a company in our position, because frankly, nothing beats face-to-face contact on a periodic basis with people you work with. We're all obviously used to working in remote environments. We have collaboration software that we use, but nothing beats face-to-face in terms of building those bonds. I just spoke with a gentleman who's a client of ours just a few minutes ago, and he was noting that one of our sponsors he's worked with for about 5 years, and he's just met the person he works with in person because they live in different cities, and he was thrilled that he had the chance to sit down with that individual because of our Client Summit. So importantly, it's not just about our relationships with one-to-one our clients, one-to-one our partners, but bringing everybody together, because we definitely rely on a very large partner network to be able to provide all the services we have to clients. We rely on them for technical integrations, referrals, etc. So getting all these people in the same room, getting them talking to each other, having a good time, learning from each other is really fundamental to our brand and our business. This is the largest client summit that we've ever had. We have 80 clients here. We have almost 250 total attendees. The team is really proud and humbled that we've been able to grow this event the way we have over 10 years. From 10 years ago, we basically did the event in a single conference room, and now we've got this great property that we're in here, the Renaissance Waverly. Really, the way that we've been able to scale this event is by keeping in mind that you have to have enough intimacy within the contacts that you're having. You have to have content that is as tailored as possible to the audience you have, but you also have to, at the same time, have a venue that makes sense for what you're trying to do. So, for instance, as the number of sponsors we have has grown, we have to get a bigger space. So we got to scope it out months ahead of time, make sure that it's what we need, and we can get all of our sponsors in the right spot to be able to have those good interactions. We're able to achieve that. And then we spent really many months thinking about what the content was going to be between the, again, the expertise of our partners, along with who do we need to bring from our own team, what do we need to be ready to talk about, and what do we need to go through with our clients so that they understand the latest and greatest about Rev.io and our suite of products, and make it be that even as we've gotten bigger, the core experience and what you are going to take away from this event as a Rev.io client should be as powerful and as meaningful and as tailored as possible if we have 250 attendees or 25. It shouldn't matter, and I think we've been successful in doing that this week.